What's going on, y'all? BigBossFabo, man. We back with a video. We're doing a reaction to Charlie Kirk, brainwashed college kid in denial. He's in the wrong, despite the facts, man. Nowadays, college kids swear they know everything, and then this like modern convenience kind of era, we got all this accessibility and knowledge. You know, Chat GPT, AI, search engines. You know, in the palm of our hand. Kids swear they know everything. They swear they just Google something and their IQ just spiked 20 ranks. I don't even know. Do IQs go up ranks or? Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. So let's get into the video. This kid, Charlie Kirk, be savage though. Superbly savage.
I'm not going to convince you guys. This idea that you go to get like internships, you guys want an internship, drop out of college and ask for it. Like literally, this idea that you need to go to college to meet people, it's insane. I employ 1,500 people.
I agree
and
with
if I find out you go to college, I'm super skeptical of you. Seriously. I'm like, what deprogramming do I have to do here?
That's fine.
And I'm just saying,
or if you're getting a job, that this is not even going to help you get a better job.
So we agree. So that means that like 80% of this college shouldn't exist. Here.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, that's a scam then. All right.
Okay, real quick.
All right, that was something.
How about...
Now, before we get to the depths of this conversation, this whole narrative about college being a scam has been a running thing for a while. It's nothing new. Good to hear people still echoing this today, but at the end of the day, this conversation was actually had the other day. Is college mandatory or not? Obviously, there's people who are successful without it. But I thought it was funny how he was talking about like the folks he hires. There's a little bit of deprogramming, and I 100% agree with that.
About the Pirates though, ECU, we putting on for it. Yeah,
good stuff.
Okay, so I'm here to debate college is a scam.
Nobody cares.
I've done this a couple times. Pick another topic.
I don't have one to debate with you. But,
all right. Okay. Is anyone else?
Real quick.
I'm going to be here tonight, but yeah, go ahead.
Can I just get you to define a scam first? Because I think that's the biggest...
A scam is when a majority of people aren't getting the money that they're paying for.
Okay, but...
I'm wearing one of my favorite pairs of socks today.
Well, scams aren't specific to money, but...
Is that true, though?
Yes.
Like, because...
Were you here earlier when I did this or no?
Yes. If they come, though, for a purpose to get a certain job, they're not everybody's looking for the amount of money that they're making. In my opinion, the definition of a scam is a dishonest scheme.
It is dishonest.
Yes.
There you go.
But when I'm here for finance, so this doesn't apply to me.
I guess college is teaching
here as a
something.
teacher, or you won't be a teacher in the future. You come here, they're not going to tell you you're going to make $300,000. That's not what they're telling you. True
okay,
or false?
Again, is there an expectation that if you guys go to college, you're going to have a good career?
Yeah.
Okay, but again, half the people in this audience, if you get a job, it will not require a college degree.
But that's on them.
No, it's not. No, it's not. A lot of people think it's necessary to be here. How many of you guys have been told it's necessary to go to college? Raise your hand. They've all been lied to and scammed. And the university reinforces it. Got to stay here. Got to stay here. No, you don't actually. You can get a better job by not going here. And your professors won't tell you that. You could be richer and happier without any college degree. In fact, the college degree makes you poorer.
That's ignorance, though.
Your bro said that's ignorance. This kid got a lot to learn. I mean, Charlie was very forthright, straightforward with his argument there. I mean, like I said, I could circle back to the conversation when we talk about people been saying it's a scam, man. You just spending thousands of dollars to really party. Kids really go there to turn up and it's really females, girls that say this, explore, experience stuff. You know what I'm saying? That really means get buck wild. So he has a point. We're seeing more and more entrepreneurs pop out nowadays, and we know the statistics. During COVID, there was a huge spike in self-made entrepreneurs, so to speak. Right? People figured out, man, self-sufficiency is the best way. Let me get it done myself. People put themselves to work. People ended up coming out with, ended up scaling businesses. So I think it put a lot of people in the mentality, one, to not trust on the government. Two, it's possible. Self-sufficiency is possible. We can make it shake. And you're seeing more and more of the youth have that mentality nowadays. More and more of the kids don't need school. And this is the last thing I'll say about this. If you actually prepare a child and educate them, give them resources, things to study at a very early age, and kind of mold them in the sense of preparation as far as budgeting and finances. A big thing schools don't teach children early on. Some of the most well-off kids had budgets growing up. It's like their parents, hey, take out the trash, I give you $5. Some kids are taught money management at home, but money management and credit understanding should be vital. And if kids in middle school, high schoolish, start getting an understanding of credit, a lot of folks ain't even gonna jump to go to college because they gonna be in debt anyway. You know what I mean?
Like,
no, it's not.
I'll go ahead and say, if you're here and you think college is a scam and you're going to college, you're just ignorant. Because
yeah, but again, they say they're being forced into this
parents.
because all these people require college degrees.
yes, but if they require a college degree, then it can't be a scam.
But
you're-
again, the
you're
higher
going-
paying ones do, but they end up getting jobs that don't require college degrees. Hence, they shouldn't have come here in the first place.
Yeah, so it's a scam for that person. That's on them. But if I get a job that requires a college degree, college did not scam me. They prepared me for the workforce.
You know what's like saying?
and put
It's like
me in-
saying.
This is the thing, that this kid can't use any kind of critical thinking. It's like a very narrow one base type of mindset. Charlie is clearly breaking this down very thoroughly. The ignorance doesn't fall on the student who's attending class or college thinking that they're not going to become. Do people not realize the majority of things in the world are twisted? Like a lot of things are manipulated in order, obviously for capital, for gain, for greed, money. Like, do people not understand that there's a lot of ploys behind a lot of things that exist? Obviously, we know about pharma, not telling you the truth about medications and things of that sort. Why? Billions. You know what I mean? The list goes on. Our government's not even entirely honest with us about things that are actual. So to that point, it's like, this is how you know he's a freshman. In college, early 20s, it's like you're not privy to really critical thinking. And critical thinking in the real world, real life experiences, development, struggle, real struggle, having self-sufficiency, paying bills, things of that sort. There's a certain critical thinking and a certain fortitude that builds for people. But the whole homegrown, I went to college, 4 years we was partying, we turned up, and I got my first big boy job. You know what I mean? It's like, well, damn. You have experienced no real life, real world training this whole time.
job.
I had a great experience on Spirit Airlines once. Yes, some scams can end up working.
No, but
you're right.
But what
Or I'm sure some ED drug worked for
I
somebody. at
haven't
some
done
point.
enough studying of this, but
It's fine.
what percent of college students get jobs that don't require a college degree?
52%.
52%.
Half.
And of that 52%, how much more make more than the median
It's the
salary?
It's the same. I mean, they make actually less because they have student loan debt and they're 4 years behind.
That's the opportunity cost. I'd agree with that.
And so, but again,
But-
if you guys want to be a millionaire, go become a carpenter. I mean, that's where the money is right now.
I ain't gonna
Because
lie.
we send all of
Facts.
our kids to get laptop class and not the muscular class. Again, if you want to be here, go ahead. It's just
Use your hands.
Okay.
Learn a
I pray
trade.
you guys don't
Quick
realize.
question.
Once you're outside of college, you'll be like, oh my goodness, that was a waste of 4 years.
okay,
Facts.
but
I'm
question.
telling you guys,
If
it's-
everybody here went into carpentry,
Yes, which won't happen.
it won't. But that's what you're advising us to do. If we all went into
You know
carpentry,
why it won't happen? Because your parents won't treat you as well.
I come from a trade family, so
Great.
like
No, but I'm
they-
saying
they
right now,
will
how many of
advise
you
me.
guys, if you told your parents to become a plumber, they'd say, go back to college, you lost your mind?
If you care about faith, family, and freedom, listen up. I'm proud to partner with AMAC, the association.
When there's millions of dollars.
Bruh said, go tell your parents that you want to scrub toilets for a living. Let me know what they tell you. Come back and let me know what they say. He ain't lying.
Waiting for you to be made. Millions.
But is that college being dishonest? Is that
Yes, of course.
Less
First of all, it's
competition?
scamming you on the price. You guys are paying way too much money to be here. You're
Facts.
here for too long. You guys could get what you need in literally a year and a half, not 4 years.
I agree with that.
That's a scam then. Your classes are being forced on you that are
so
unnecessary.
you think private school is a scam too for like high school?
No, not necessarily.
You pay more money to go to school to get the same degree I got at public
well, I
education.
mean, some of those are, if it's a classical school or a Christian school, it's a higher quality education.
Well, it's almost like that's what East Carolina is.
Is this
East Carolina is a higher education than a community college degree. Yes, it is.
I would be fine.
You're lying to yourself if you don't think to.
It's fine.
You
can make your own agency.
That's apples to oranges. You know how many shitty community colleges, excuse my language, exist? And how many good ones exist? You're comparing a university to a community college. Why don't you kind of equate them? There's shitty universities and there's good ones. There's shitty education systems, school systems, and there's good ones on any tier. Community, D1, whatever, D2. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm done with this kid.
Better internships, better connections. It's all
It's
about
so funny.
building
That
stuff.
boy.
You know
while
what's so
you're here.
funny? I just have to say this in closing. I'm not going to convince you guys. This idea that you go to get like internships, you guys want an internship, drop out of college and ask for it. Like literally, this idea that you need to go to college to meet people, it's insane. I employ 1,500 people.
I agree
And
with
if I
that.
find out you go to college, I'm super skeptical of you. Seriously. I'm like, what deprogramming do I have to do here?
That's fine.
And
but
I'm just saying, I'm not going to convince you guys. You guys think it's this great thing. It's fine. In 5 years, it'll be like, oh my gosh. And do you have any student loan debt or no? Are you in state or?
I am in state. I do have a little debt, but I'm also here on a scholarship.
Good. That's great. But I mean, I meet these kids sometimes, and they have $100,000, $200,000 in student loan debt.
Good job,
and they'll
kid.
have nothing to show for it.
And yeah, I agree with that. You should not come here if you're.
Bro, how many Make America Great Again hats we got? He got one on. He got one clinging to his backpack right here. This gotta be a crispy white one too. Full on supporter, my dog.
You're gonna get a job that you could get without
I like
coming
this kid
here.
now.
Or if you're getting a job that this is not even gonna help you get a better
Right?
job.
So we agree. So that means that like 80% of this college shouldn't exist. Here.
Yeah, I agree
then
100%.
Yeah, that's a scam then.
Yeah. No, because I don't think because college is not convincing them that they should be here to get a better job. It's
in
convincing
closing-
them that it can go to certain jobs. It's telling them what they can do
Okay,
with
I mean,
this degree.
maybe this college is different, but most colleges I visit to, they are constantly being like, necessary for you to graduate. This place is great. You're
Yes.
gonna earn more money.
But they're
which
going
is
to tell
misleading.
you the jobs that you can go
Let me
into.
ask you a question.
can
Did you guys know that half of you will never use your college degree? Did you guys know that?
I will use my college degree. I know the professions I'm going to go into.
Maybe. I mean,
Like,
it's
Are you
still
the
overrated,
employer?
but yeah.
Bro, you
Yeah,
don't
but
even
are
know.
you-
And to speak to this point, man, I got a business degree, right? When I was actually interviewing with the employers, of course, there's times to where whether you're filling out an application, they'll ask, do you got a bachelor's? In the interview, I can't even recall, and I'm talking about like across the board. In my experience with interviews, I can't recall to where they're asking me, did you go to college? Do you have your degree? Have y'all ever heard the phrase fake it till you make it? You know how many people I know? I worked several years, over a decade in marketing, right? Just give y'all a little story on myself. I know several people who finagled their foot into the door at several different marketing agencies I worked at. No experience. They sounded good. They know how to sell themselves in an interview. That's you talk the talk. Eventually, you walk the walk because they're gonna train you anyway. You know, so he's 1,000% right that sometimes if you're coachable, let's say you even attended college, you can. I ain't gonna say this. People falsify their resume all the time, bro. Oh, you went to Duke? Yes. I graduated summa cum laude, top of honors. That's why you should hire me, sir. Some stuff like that is what I'm trying to say. It's like, if you have the gift, the gab, if you know how to sell yourself, you have sales skill, you're confident, you're adjustable, adaptable, you're willing to learn, you can get a job. That's how they never checked my credentials to say, did you, what was your GPA? Like, come on, bro.
You're going to be a financial advisor without a college degree.
No, but it's like honestly, you need it for certification, not for education. It's a different issue.
Yeah,
Facts.
but that's
And
not
you'd be amazed.
a college
Honestly,
issue. That's,
honestly, a lot of guys in finance don't go to college now. They just go straight out of high school and they make millions of dollars.
yeah, I agree.
That's facts, and I ain't gonna lie. You know, I got into the finance industry right after I graduated from university. Before I went over to the marketing agency, and to that point, it was like a build up to that. It was like starting off like a loan officer or something like that, and then you got to the point to where they scaled you up I forgot the specific details, but point being, they didn't ask no questions. They just thought I was professional, sounded good, and they thought I would know what I was doing when they hired me.
Agree with that, but not
This
everybody
boy is
can do
lost.
that. It's not
Fair enough. You guys make your own decisions. It's my prerogative to tell you guys are being scammed. Thank you.
We have the amazing Student Action Summit coming up literally in a week and a half.
Insufferable. Bruh just kept going back and forth. Did somebody else say something over here? This will be, he always visiting campuses. Like, I couldn't do it. I get tired eventually. Talking to college kids. It's funny, when I was in college, I thought I was just so witty and smart. I thought I just had it. Especially in comparison to my high school days. But now that I look at what I was doing back then, my mindset, my aspirations, how I perceived the world, I was a kid. It's crazy because you look at college kids now and they just look so young. But when you're in college, you're like, man, I'm old. I'm in college. I'm a kid in college now. But you're a kid still. You're a college kid. So comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts, man. Peace, love, prosperity. In y'all's opinion, is college necessary? Is it required? How many people do you know who are very successful folks without a degree? A lot of trade professionals, a lot of people that scale up businesses, a lot of people who are just, they know how to think outside the box. Comment down below, man. We out.